Testing, testing. Firstly, wow, I like that more than the normal just first. Firstly, wow. All right, RPM, good to see you. Incredible XRP. Oh, incredible bull XRP. Crypto Clay, Halls Balls, good to see you guys. Yo, I'm still yet to watch that clip of Crypto Clay on 68J. I gotta check that out. Hold on, guys, just setting up the live streams real quick. Wald Gardner, good to see you. Go 79. Ed, good to see you, man. All right, got a full crowd this morning. Wow. I got something pretty interesting real quick this morning. We'll jump into that in a second. I'd say pretty sneaky bullish. Almost got this set up like I want it. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we're ready. Mary Cox, good morning. Tracy. Good morning, Tracy. All right, Tracy, we need the settlement predictions to come back in. When are we wrapping up this case, Tracy? Here we see XRP hanging in a pretty all right place. Really want to break this zone. This zone's getting boring. Kind of just trading sideways for the last 10 days. Not much to it. Got to pop right out of here. I'm sure we will soon. Get rid of this taskbar real quick. That's yellow. There we go. There we go. That looks better. Oh yeah, the Grayscale ETF today. Yeah, but I think the SEC is going to punt on it. I don't think the SEC is going to make a decision on Grayscale today. I think they'll probably delay that. We do now have Donald Trump Jr. following Ripple on X. So that was pretty cool. Donald Trump Jr. throwing Ripple to follow on X. Nushi, good to see you. Keep Pride said ISO 20022 final day compliance. Final compliance day. Interesting. I don't know too much about that. I know there's a big upgrade on all the systems. Yeah, Crypto Clay, I knew you would like that. Yeah, no, I knew you would like that. Yeah, no, Donald Trump Jr. following Ripple now on X, which is cool to see. Well, the SEC is going to delay the ETF decision and then likely pause the Ripple SEC case to ultimately drop it. Oh, did X not go live? Oh, I'm live on X. Oh yeah, people are commenting. Someone said there's no link. Tracy, that comment's hilarious. not gonna read that one out loud, but that is hilarious. Wow. Oh, here we go. This is cool. Let's take a look at this. This is what I've been waiting for. This is what I've been waiting for. Very interesting Tether news right here. So JP Morgan came out and said that Tether needs to sell its Bitcoin if it wants to comply with US stablecoin rules. That is fascinating. So that's the issue with Tether. The fact that they're backing Tether with partially Bitcoin. Well, congratulations, Halls Balls. That's impressive. Not always an easy thing to drop. Hey, Mickle, no one seems to want to answer my question, but what do you think Uphold will reissue there? What do you mean, Jeremy? I'm not sure if I understand the question. No, Aiden Ross and FaZe Banks were talking about XRP. That's crazy. What were they saying? No, XRP is going mainstream. It's wild. Yeah, I saw the S1 filing. Drop the Tether FUD. Well, it's not really Tether FUD. I mean, Tether's not complying with the rules. Doesn't mean that Tether is going to disappear or go away, but they're not complying by the US rules. So I mean, they're just not going to be able to have a good business in the United States unless they comply. You tagged me? Cool, I'll take a look. When did you tag me? Do me a favor, quote tweet it and tag me. Or post it below the live stream. Posting stuff below the live stream is the best way on X. Oh, yeah, no, I can't find anything from a few days ago. You should see my feed. No, I can't see anything from a few days ago. Oh, that's awesome, Halls Balls. I love that. I always wanted a dirt bike when I was a kid, but my mom was so strict. Oh, man. You know, my dad got me my first pocket knife, and my mom was like freaking out. Like, oh, they can't have a pocket knife. And I was like, it's fine. It's fine. And my dad's like, they're fine. It's going to be good. And my brother stole the pocket knife from me, right? And just to say he didn't mean to do this, but we were in like our own little fight, and he was like waving it around and he like slashed me with the pocket knife on accident. But But that was the day I got the pocket knife. So my dad's like vowing to my mom, like, it's going to be fine. Like, he's responsible. He can learn. And then not even like 4 hours later, I was like running upstairs. I was like, Mom, Ben stabbed me. So we didn't give her much to work with. And then I remember, oh, I got it. Cool. We'll take a look at this.
You guys like XRP or no?
It's so insane. Why do you think it's a good coin, Frank?
It just goes up often. Like, I don't know. It's like got this narrative. That's it.
So you like XRP?
But like not as a.
It's like a normie coding coin.
Honestly,
I hate it, but that's probably why you should buy
yeah,
it.
If you already hold it, it's like keep holding.
I think it's the biggest meme coin on earth.
You guys like?
Oh, okay. That's so funny. No, that's great. Just none of them have any idea what they're talking about, which makes it even funnier. That one guy's like, "Oh yeah, it goes up." So yeah, I like it. Oh, it was so funny. Let me show you something very interesting though. This is a thesis. So there's a bunch. So this is very interesting. So like there's like a lot of weird. So there's a lot of commentary about like, oh, like it's dangerous for people in XRP to think XRP is going to $100 or these really high price targets. But something very funny that's happening is, let me pull up another tab and find this for you guys real quick. All the normies who are coming into XRP. No, I think I can find it on Alex Cobb's post. All the normies coming into XRP are adopting the same price targets as people in the XRP community. So take a look at this. Alex Cobb replied to this guy, right? Andre Jakk, whatever his name is. He's a really popular YouTuber. Used to hate XRP, but now he's putting things out there why XRP could hit $100. And why this is so interesting is because what people are doing is they are adopting the collected mindshare for where XRP could go from the XRP community. Now, why is this so important? Because if everyone out there sees XRP being at an astronomically higher price, right? Hundreds of dollars, 3-4 digits. No one is going to sell XRP prior to that happening. No one wants to sell XRP for these low prices. No one wants to sell XRP when they think it can go significantly higher. And what's so interesting about this is a post I put out last night. I said, price is nothing more than illusion of the collective mind. And it's because if everyone thinks that XRP is worth significantly more than when it's trading today, then everyone will refuse to liquidate XRP regardless of the price. Most people don't want to liquidate their XRP under any circumstances. They want to hold it for the rest of their life. And because the collected mind share sees so much value in XRP, there's no sell pressure based on some arbitrary price target. And I just think it's so interesting that the XRP community set this floor for what they think the price of XRP could be. And that is now being adopted by new people coming in. Kev says he's selling 80% at $15. No, it's fine. Like, everyone has to have their own plan. Me personally, I think I know a lot of people. A lot of people know I'm personally never selling. CPI 3.5%. Did that just come in? It probably came in a couple minutes ago. That's all right. PPI is kind of doesn't have much of an effect. The price of XRP is not even really reacting. Oh, Austin King is great. Austin King is great. Even heard older people in the ski slope mentioning it. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, we're entering that mainstream adoption, man. Cool. Yeah, Ron King, a lot of people think it's going to be a normal bull run. I think it's going to be a lot different. Andre has 37,000 XRP. Yeah, it's funny. A lot of people coming in are already really priced out of having significant portions of XRP. Like, don't get me wrong, 37,000 XRP is a fine bag. It's a good bag, but it's nothing in comparison to what people were accumulating through the entire bear market. So the more XRP goes up, the more all these normal people are priced out, right? Like, they're going to be looking at one day probably holding like 1,000 XRP as something like crazy. Like, I can't believe I got 1,000 XRP. Flare Network is about to launch wrapped XRP. Yeah, I did see that. That's going to be really exciting to have a wrapped XRP on the Flare Network. $3,700. Oh, that's so funny. Dude, what? Why do you owe me? That's crazy. 3,700. Okay, that's I don't want to make a comment, but like, for someone like him who has millions of views on YouTube, no, I don't want anyone to take it the wrong way. Like, that's still a great number if that's what you have, but he has millions and millions of views on YouTube. You'd think he could muster up a little more cash if he had any confidence in it. Okay, so these people still have no idea what they're doing. No idea what they're doing. It's all relative, guys. You can't judge your bag against other people, right? Like Dave Portnoy, right? Dave Portnoy came in, XRP was trading at $1. He just came in and got $1 million, right? Like there's levels to this thing, and some people have a big head start on the USD side, so some people can just throw in $1 million USD and be like, all right, well, perfect. But you know, you can't compare yourself against other people. It's just funny, right? Like if Dave Portnoy came in and Dave Portnoy bought 5,000 XRP, it'd be like, all right, man, big bet, huh? So like Andre coming in, and I'm sure Andre's got, I don't know how much money he has. I mean, he's a financial YouTuber. You'd think he's pretty good with finances. You'd think he's probably making $1 million plus a year. So yeah, I don't know how he only mustered up to get 3,700 XRP, but you know, more people talking about XRP, the better. XRP ETF approval today. No, I think it will get delayed if I was to put my guess out there. Maybe I'll be shocked. Maybe we'll get an XRP ETF approval, but I don't think so. I kind of want to watch Andre's video. I kind of want to watch the video. Like, I haven't watched it. Let's see if we can pull it up right here. I wonder if it's the first video that's going to come up if I search XRP. Oh no, look, it's me. We're live. That's funny. Could XRP hit? All right, let's take a look.
Let's talk about rectifying, or
we'll see how much. We'll see how many things he gets wrong. This will be funny. We'll see how many things he gets wrong.
Making a video about XRP hitting $100, which means the top is in. Everyone sell your XRP right now. No, but seriously, I've always been really hesitant to make crypto price.
This guy has always like irked me. He's gotten a lot better from when I used to watch him like 4 years ago. Let me tell you that. Oh, it's an okay video? Oh, it's a good video. Okay, cool. Let's check it out then. Oh, it's 18 minutes. All right, we'll just watch a couple minutes.
prediction videos because let's face it, they're almost always wrong. Yet here I am talking about XRP's price potential because it seems a lot of people are really interested in this topic. Now, my personal journey with XRP has actually been kind of interesting. I wasn't a huge fan of it initially, and I even got a lot of pushback from the XRP community for being very skeptical. But as I studied it more, I started to see its potential for the views. Now, before I start, let me just get something out of the way and be fully transparent about the fact that I own 3,681 XRP, which I bought all the way back in 2017. And at today's prices, that's worth anywhere between $8,000 to $10,000, depending on the day. And I understand that XRP. Please don't take this as financial advice. Developments like Ripple's integration into Swift, so much more. I'm going to dive into the XRP ledger, real USD, and even touch who investment is perfect without any flaws. So with that said, let's get into it. Hi, my name is Jakk. Hope you're doing well. Come for the finance and stay for XRP. So let me start with the latest news because there's a lot happening right now. First up, the SEC has removed its civil lawsuit against Ripple from its website. Now, that doesn't mean
This is so he's all right. We're wrong. The SEC didn't remove it from the website. They just moved it to the appeals page. So, that's tough. They didn't remove it from the website. It's just in a different place on the website. Abs, good to see you. This could be interesting, Abs.
mean that the case is over, but it's a sign that legal pressure is easing. Now, I think the real headline, though, is...
Just want to address a real quick question. Someone's like, oh, if XRP goes to a really high price, the government's not going to allow a bunch of people to get rich. Guys, take a look at how rich people got off of Tesla. Take a look at how rich people got off of Amazon, Apple. I don't think that's the truth. The government doesn't care if people get rich. It's just more tax money for them.
halfway across the world because, according to a recent report from NASDAQ, 80% of Japanese banks are set to embrace XRP for global payments by this year in 2025. And Japan is one of the most technologically advanced and crypto-friendly countries in the world. And if this adoption happens, it's a huge signal for XRP's utility. Now, why this is such a big deal, though, is because Japan's banking system is huge. And if XRP becomes the go-to bridge currency for cross-border payments, it could see huge demands from the legacy banks. So this is not just speculation, this is actually a real step toward real-world adoption. That's one major reason why I think the price has a lot of potential to grow. Another huge potential for growth, though, is exchange-traded funds. Some people call them indexes, and they track the theme of stuff. In the stock market, one of the most popular ones is VOO, which represents the top 500 companies in the US. Roman numeral VOO, top 500. And just recently, several major financial institutions have filed their own XRP ETFs, meaning rather than buying XRP directly, you'll be able to buy it through your favorite brokerage app. And with that, you get all the standard investor protections like you would with SIPC. And if approved, this could be huge. Think about what happened to Bitcoin's price after its ETF approval. The price went up because 401k and institutional money all flowed in. And the same thing happened with gold's price when the ETF was approved back in 2004. But I should also mention, though, that just because an ETF gets approved does not guarantee price growth. Look at Ethereum. Its price has not moved much since its ETF approval. So while an XRP ETF would be a big step, it's not necessarily a guarantee. But that's okay, because there's another huge development, which is Ripple's integration into the Swift payment system. Now, for those who don't know, Swift is the backbone of the global banking system, handling over $150 trillion in transactions per year. Let me just give you some context for how big that number is, because I don't think it gets all the every country in all dollars. So the global payments market is 12.5 times bigger than all the gold in the world. Even the US national debt, which is a ridiculous 36 trillion, is much smaller by comparison. You get the idea. This is why the...
If you want to poop every day, here's 6 reasons why a probiotic will make you feel lighter. Seed is the...
Waiting for that.
For any crypto that competes in this space. The potential is there, but it's also going to take a lot of adoption and innovation to make it happen. Now, Ripple's integration isn't necessarily a replacement for Swift, but it's a step toward modernizing that system. And Ripple's on-demand liquidity, ODL, uses XRP as a bridge currency to make country-to-country payments faster and cheaper. And this is where things get really interesting. If XRP becomes a key player in the global payments market, its utility and demand could skyrocket because more banks and countries would want it. But it's also still very speculative, and we still need to see how it plays out. But we're going to see what happens as early as March 10th this year. This is a huge deal for XRP. Why? Because XRP is ISO 20022 compliant. Now, ISO 20022 is a global messaging standard for financial institutions. It's the language of the banks, and it's the backbone of the new financial system. In fact, it is mandated that all banks speak this language by March 10th this year. And XRP is one of a handful of cryptos that does. If XRP becomes integrated into this system...
So that's not necessarily correct, just so people are aware. XRP isn't ISO 2002 compliant. We've gone over this a million times. RippleNet products are that use XRP. It's a weird, nuanced argument. A lot of people get sucked into it. It's really not something to get too worked up about. XRP, a cryptocurrency, isn't ISO 2002 compliant, but Ripple has products that are ISO 2002 compliant that use XRP. So that's that whole thing.
It could see massive adoption by banks and financial institutions. So even capturing a small fraction of a $150 trillion market could be huge. Now, this is still early days and adoption takes time. There's a lot of moving parts, but the potential is there, and it's one of the biggest reasons why XRP has so many believers. Now let's talk about the XRP Ledger and RLUSD, or Real USD, Ripple's stablecoin. The XRPL is Ripple's blockchain that can handle over 1,500 transactions per second with fees as low as $0.0002 per transaction. Compare that to Ethereum, which can handle about 30 transactions a second, or Bitcoin, which handles about 7. XRPL also has a built-in decentralized exchange, which allows users to trade assets directly on the ledger. Now, some people speculate that this could tie in to Larry Fink's vision of the investment world of the future.
I want the SEC to rapidly approve the tokenization of bonds and stocks. That will simplify things, make things easier, and it would save more money for more people. It would bring down the cost of ownership of stock and bonds. Those are the type of financial reforms we need.
Believe it or not, Ripple actually tokenized the first money market fund on the XRPL. And this is a huge deal because it shows a proof of concept that it's possible to put assets that are worth trillions of dollars on the blockchain effectively. Now, this is a can of worms that could be its own separate video, but long story short, imagine some of your favorite stocks trading on the blockchain 24/7 all the time without market closes. That is all transparent, instant. That has a huge total addressable market, what's called TAM. It's worth hundreds of trillions of dollars.
So a quick note there, and so far I do think this video is pretty good. It's less about the 24-hour trading and more of you being able to take ownership of your own equity. So rather than the company, Robinhood being able to use your shares, lend them out, and make money on your shares, you'll be able to make money on your own shares. So I think it's more of an ownership thing than it is like 24/7 market. You can always have a 24/7 market, but then you're not relying on Robinhood to create that market. It's a decentralized neutral market rather than Robinhood owning the market. So that's the big difference there.
That's where BlackRock sees the future of finance going, and that's what Ripple is trying to be a part of. But another huge potential is...
I was kind of playing a guessing game when it came to my health.
Well, I don't know with how... He's got the ads. I don't know why it's...
And Real USD, which is Ripple's stablecoin. Stablecoins like Real USD are meant to stabilize value, and they're usually tied to the US dollar, and that makes them perfect for everyday transactions. That also makes them good for remittances and, of course, DeFi or CeFi applications. Now, by introducing Real USD, Ripple is adding an asset to the XRPL, which could attract more users, more developers, and more institutions. But why this really matters is, number one, because Real USD could work hand in hand with XRP in Ripple's on-demand liquidity product. Now, I know it's really complicated what I'm saying, but here's an example. Imagine there's a payment. It could start in Real USD for stability and then settle in XRP for speed and cost efficiency. And this dual currency approach could make Ripple's payment solution even more appealing over Swift.
So he definitely has this wrong. And like, he definitely has this wrong. RLUSD runs on the XRP ledger, so it's not like RLUSD is just as fast as XRP. So it's not like RLUSD to XRP for speed back to something else. It's like RLUSD uses XRP as fuel to be a thing. It runs on the XRP ledger. Now, the difference is RLUSD is a centralized product and XRP is a decentralized neutral currency that acts as liquidity for the platform. So no one's like, if you have Bank of America, they're not going to be holding a whole bunch of RLUSD. They want to hold their stablecoin. Some people might want to hold RLUSD. XRP acts as the liquidity between them. It's not that RLUSD goes to XRP to move and then transforms into something else. XRP is not being used for the speed, it's being used for the interoperability and the liquidity. So he has that a bit wrong, but it's not bad.
Remember that $150 trillion market. Now, I know it's still a little complicated, so here's a really simple analogy. Imagine a train running on a set of tracks. Now, the tracks themselves is the XRP ledger, and what's being transported, these little train cars, are Real USD. That's the stablecoin. But in order for the cars to use the tracks, it has to burn XRP as a form of payment. But it's not just payments. Reason number two is because it goes hand in hand with the repeal of something called SAB 121, which is an accounting standard that has now changed starting this year. That means banks can now custody or hold your crypto and lend against it. And if Real USD plays a part of that, it could also boost the ecosystem by providing the money or liquidity and stability needed for the banks to allow borrowing, lending, and trading. The more activity on XRPL means more demand for XRP to pay transaction fees, which could also drive up its value. The risk, though, is that if Real USD, the stablecoin, becomes too dominant, it could overshadow XRP in some use cases. Especially if I'm a country and I just want to buy some oil, I want to send $1 billion, I don't necessarily want to use a volatile currency that could be worth a couple percentage points less by the time it arrives to the other side.
So this is where he still needs to do some research, because he almost has it. But XRP is not a payment token, right? The whole point of having a stable coin is to have a payment token on the ledger. XRP still acts as the liquidity. So XRP is the liquidity in the situation. RLUSD will act as a payment token. You can still pay people with XRP, but like he said, people don't want to be paid with XRP. It's volatile. People just want to pay with whatever they want to pay, and the person on the other side wants to receive whatever they want to receive. It's that simple. XRP makes it agnostic, right? So rather than this whole thing of like, oh, well, I'm going to pay you with this and you take this, it's no, I pay you with what I want and you get what you want. And XRP allows that to happen. So, he hasn't fully wrapped his head around that yet, but that's fine. This is better than I was expecting, I'll tell you that. He like almost has it. He's like piecing the things together. He almost sees that full picture. He'll get there. He's a smart guy. Even his research here is like, he knows more than most people. Like, he's definitely significantly improved his knowledge from the last time I watched it. And it's not bad either, right? Like, these are very nuanced points I'm pointing out. In fact, I would love to have a conversation and just show him the things he got wrong in this video. He's almost there.
So just keep that in mind. But I think the Ripple team probably has solutions like the dual currency example I just showed you. But there's even more interesting news. President Donald Trump is forming a crypto advisory council, And Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse is rumored to be one of the people that could be a part of this Jedi Council. Mr. President Trump has also signed an executive order for what's called a sovereign wealth fund.
It's a very exciting event. We're going to have a sovereign wealth fund, which we've never had. I think in a short period of time, we'd have one of the biggest funds.
Now, a sovereign wealth fund.
Hi, I'm Joe Delaney. Today we're going to talk about what's the fastest way.
All right.
State-owned investment portfolio that holds things like stocks, bonds, and potentially cryptocurrencies. Now, if XRP were included in such a fund, it would be a huge vote of confidence. Of course, that also means if XRP is included, chances are even higher that Bitcoin would probably be in this fund as well, and maybe even Ethereum.
I don't think the sovereign wealth fund is holding cryptocurrency. I think the sovereign wealth fund will hold equity, and then there'll also be a crypto reserve. So that's he could be right. I could be right. But from my understanding, I don't think the sovereign wealth fund is going to be directly holding crypto, but could be wrong.
But now let me just tie everything together and let's get into some number theories. Understand that the entire confidence of the crypto market is based on one idea: Bitcoin. To the mark for 2030, probably be somewhere near take 4 to. That's sort of like a base, which is about 10 to 12x from today's prices. That sort of point. And if all the things I talked about in this video turn out to be more or less realities, then yes, it's possible. But there are also some risks that I want you to consider. At some point in the future, people will take some parts of this video out of context and be like, Andre's pumping XRP. So I think it's really important to pump the brakes and be sensible for just a minute, because as much as there is excitement for countries buying XRP and using it for their own sovereign wealth fund or reserves, remember that countries might prefer an asset that's not tied to any nation. And think about this for yourself. Imagine you're the leader of a country. You want to hold reserve assets, or you want your country to have its own sovereign wealth fund, a portfolio of stonks, right? If crypto is something that you want as a part of the strategy, would you want an asset that is somewhat centralized, in the sense that it has a CEO and is part of a company and is tied to a country you may not like? Or would you want something that is not tied to any countries, that's free from CEOs and free from the rules of a nation and its governing laws? And I think it's at least valid enough to consider. Also, XRP recently experienced a block halt where the ledger stopped processing transactions, and that emphasizes what I said about trust in the system, especially if it requires intervention to fix. But here's what I really want to leave you with.
So he definitely got those two things wrong. Obviously, XRP is completely decentralized. Ripple has no control over the XRP ledger, and that halt had nothing to do with Ripple or any kind of intervention. So, you know, I would give that video a what would I give it? Maybe like a C+ or a B-. Not bad. Not bad at all. I mean, I've seen way worse. His old videos were terrible on XRP. I think he still doesn't truly he realized for the first time that XRP is fast and efficient and Ripple's working with a lot of big people, but he doesn't really understand the XRP ledger yet. He doesn't really understand the full concept behind XRP. And to be fair, like, it's not like I do either, right? Like, I've just been studying this a lot longer, so I've been able to build out my thesis a bit more. So definitely not knocking him for not instantly having the same XRP knowledge as some of us. Yeah, he's probably 75% right. Yeah, I think I would give him something like that. He did say some other things that I think probably weren't necessarily correct, but wasn't worth correcting. It's not bad, though. It's really not bad. I mean, more importantly, it's just more people are talking about it, which is great. I think it's overall good. I think he definitely came at it from a very fair approach. I think he had, even on his criticisms for why other nations might not want to hold it, the better criticism would be because Ripple holds so much. It has nothing to do with the XRP ledger not being decentralized. It has nothing to do with the halt. It has entirely to do with if Ripple's holdings would be a deterrent, which I think would be a much better argument. So He's like pretty much there. I mean, he gets most of it. Where can I even find all that knowledge? That's a funny question. Just talking with a lot of people. Twitter Spaces are a great place, man. Twitter Spaces are a great place because unless you can have someone correct you when you're saying something wrong, then it's really hard to build out that full thesis. But just talking with smart people, you know, that's the best way to do it. There's great education on YouTube, but one of the things with YouTube is clearly, as we just showed, like, you know, this is a great video. Anyone who watches this video is going to think everything he said is absolutely correct. And it's good that he got so much right? It's good that he was able to get so much of it correct. But I still think I think if he does another video in a year from now, he'll probably likely understand that there are certain parts of those videos that aren't necessarily correct. Ripple is a US company. Ripple absolutely is a US company. Yes, they have offices all over the world, but their headquarters in the US. No, it was a good video. Not gonna knock that, and I love more people talking about XRP. So I'm glad we were able to go through that. Kind of interesting to see how other people are kind of evolving their knowledge. Cool to see. I mean, the good thing is like he's no longer on the crazy XRP has no utility wave. Like, if anyone's saying that XRP has no utility, then they don't understand a single thing about blockchain. They don't understand a single thing about crypto, and they certainly don't understand anything about XRP. If anyone says that XRP is centralized, they don't understand it, right? So these are pretty obvious things. I think he's completely moved away from that at this point. Oh, Mr. I, you kill me, man. Why are you always screenshotting me? What's good with you, man? This Mr. I just posted this. Oh, it's so funny. Let me pull this up real quick. Yeah, there's Mr. I snooping in the background. Oh, it just catches me. It catches me at the funniest points. Trying to get a stretch in, and he's putting me on blast here. Jeez. Brian said if XRP isn't your largest bag, then you don't really understand XRP. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree, Brian. I kind of agree. Would love to talk to Andre, though. That'd be fun. When you send out a post and see if I can get him to respond. I don't know if he's active. Let me see if he has his X channel posted. He's the type of guy who'd not be on X. Oh, yeah, here he is. Sorry, just queuing up a quick post for Andre. See if I can get him to take the bait. No, it's not. What the heck? X. Something went wrong. Cool. We'll see if he answers. See if anything else is going on real quick. Obviously, I said earlier, Donald Trump Jr. is now following Ripple on X, which is pretty cool. See if we have any final notes for today. Bandman said, Mickle, when you make your second video, do you make those while speaking off the top? It's all off the top. I never do a script. All I do is I have a special like folder that I take everything throughout the day that I see that's interesting that I want to talk about later. And then throughout the day, I don't know, kind of think about those things. I mean, I have thoughts about them just like you guys do. And then normally by the end of the day, I have a pretty good opinion or viewpoint on most of those things, and then I just make a video off the cusp. I never do any kind of scripts or anything like that. Normally it's all in one take. Sometimes I have to like cut out certain places because my phone will ring, or I'll have to answer an email or something like that, and I'll just take a quick second to take a quick break, and then I'll cut it up together afterwards. But no, it's pretty much all just off the cusp. More fun that way. I hate doing scripts. It just makes it feel so robotic. Like it's really just meant to be my general thoughts on most of the stuff in the market, and just so you guys can kind of compare those thoughts around your own thoughts and see where you stand. Do I recommend day trading? No, I don't recommend day trading. I don't recommend day trading at all. I mean, if you want to learn, like, more power to you, but no, most people do not day trade successfully. Take a look at the stats. Take a look at the stats of day trading. Nemo, good to see you, man. No, I always joke with my friends. Yeah, it's like white nerd rapping. That's like what my XRP videos are. It's like white nerd rapping at the end of the day, like freestyle. I don't have a musical bone in my body, but apparently I can just spew XRP information off the top of my head like it's nothing. So call it a gift, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what Jack Mahler needs a script for. I mean, it's not even a good script, whatever he was reading. Yeah, no script like Jack Mahler. Yeah, I don't know what kind of script he needed to go make up a whole bunch of stuff on X and make a video. Good luck against hedge funds with supercomputers and Ivy League degrees. Yeah, no, exactly. You just understand who you're day trading against. Like, well, thank you guys. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. Can I play a song for you and your girl on Valentine's for free? Absolutely. If you want to DM that me on X, I would love to see it. Oh, my girlfriend will get a kick out of that. All right, guys, with that said, I think we covered most of it. I'm going to jump. Guys, thank you so much for coming. You guys are all incredible.